We're finally here. It's Barbarossa time. But first, an overview of Germany in June 1941. If you just want to see the action, skip to the next video. Here we're going to go through. Let's talk about the German Navy. We have 46 submarines out there in the Atlantic, and you can see that they're doing a good job in the central zones, but they're not doing such a good job in certain other zones. Starting to get some sinkings around here. I wonder if I could hit this zone up instead. Shift click to remove, just add another zone there. So, and we have a training fleet up in the North Sea, and you want to train your submarines not in the Baltic because it's shallow sea, it's fjords and archipelagos. You want to train your ships out there where it is shallow sea, but you're gonna get other stats on them. Am I right? Maybe it's the leader, whatever. This training fleet, from there, I just grab one or actually two in this case, and I'll send it out. Reinforcements will be dedicated into this fleet, and it trains in the North Sea, and then I'll send it out on the Atlantic. I refill these. I need to create a new squadron here, and I'll send it out into the outer Atlantic squadron. So it's kind of semi... Oh, we have a lot of new submarines. It's kind of a semi-automated reinforcement system that I've set up. There we go. And now we have 20 submarines in these outer Atlantic zones, and we get 50. So we have 69 modern submarines. Then in the Mediterranean, we still have 10 coastal submarines left from this 20 or so that we started with. And I think they've been keeping... They don't sink a lot of convoys. They sink a few convoys, but I think they've been keeping, I don't know, someone busy. And I put Dönitz as the commander of this. He's already good, right? So I didn't feel... Okay, what's the next? Is it torpedo expert or loading drill master? Seasoned spotter, concealment lone wolf, concealment expert, fleet speed while retreating, convoy rating 10%, convoy rating efficiency. Okay, concealment expert gets you lower visibility and also convoy rating efficiency. I guess this is the one. Look at Dönitz, he's just crazy good. So once I send him out into the Atlantic, he's gonna be very good. What the hell is this? I don't know. I didn't make this. Oh, wait, what? I didn't create these. Okay. Weird. Very weird. So Mediterranean coastal subs, because I think they're better at in the shallow ocean. I only got 12 left of them. I guess we mined. Oh, we have 36 small torpedo boats and escorts for mining operations. I don't care about that. I only have Sharnos and Nice, and I only built submarines this playthrough. That's all I did. And the thing is, I think I'm gonna starve out the UK later on with this. Anyways. So this is how it looks. My submarine build is just Type 7D with improved engine. So that's it. So that's the Navy. Nothing very exciting. How about the Air Force? Yes, we have been fighting heavily in North Africa with the Air Force this time. Check out the losses in Western Desert over, well, east of Tobruk. You can see that we lost over 1,000 airplanes. But I think that about around half of those should be Italian losses, so maybe we lost like 500. It's quite a lot. But accident losses are 70, so that's around. That means we have a 7 to 8% loss rate from accidents. That is substantial, right? So good to know. And we killed 1,000 Allied fighters and around 400 bombers. So I guess considering he's got over 2,000 fighters over there, and we always been outnumbered. I'm very happy that we killed the same amount of fighters and bombers on top of that, and we helped the Italian Air Force to survive a little bit. But now, when the German Air Force has left, Luftwaffe is on the Eastern Front, you see that Italy is left with 400 fighters versus these over 2,000. So I think the Italian Air Force is going to be wiped out. I probably need to send back certain German fighters and build up more fighters. All right. We also been fighting over Malta, and it's the same thing here. 300 fighters lost to 500 Allied fighters and a couple of bombers. I did lose a lot of bombers because I was bombing Malta and I didn't notice when he sent over 300 modern fighters there. So I sustained a lot of losses by not microing enough. Yeah, but this should be some of those should be Italian bomber losses as well. All right, here's for the fun part though. What do we got left? We have 3,000 fighters, and most of them are modern. 1,400 are the F4 version. We're almost at full. What else do we got? Oh wait. 500 medium bombers. Many of them are starting bombers and very old. We only have like 100 modern, 111. But that's enough to strike one location with some strat bombing. I think I've been striking Heraklion on Crete for a while here now. He doesn't have any... See, it's very dangerous to do this unescorted. If he sends fighters here, he can kill a lot of my bombers. So I should probably... This is not going to work. I was messing around a little bit with it when there was actually a threat. Well, we killed almost all his air bases on Crete, and we actually killed all the ports. Did he abandon Crete because I managed to kill the ports? Is it worth... Oh, fuck. We should have... You know what? Okay, I think I'm gonna do a... See, I haven't seen divisions on Crete for a while, but I thought they were just like out of fog of war. But I do have airplanes over here. Shouldn't I see? Maybe they have all the divisions are left there. I don't want to send an invading troop to get killed. But isn't it worth it? I think we're gonna take a chance on it. It would be great to capture Crete. Alright. And on top of that, we have... No, sorry, that's not it. We have 300 naval bombers, 600 close support. Some of them are old. Some scouts, some transports, and some flying boats. So, 5,000 airplane. I think this is pretty good. 3,000 fighters and 5,000 in total. Now, the army, we have deployed 2.3 million, and I guess you want to see 3,000 medium tanks. So this is a Panzer meta playthrough. This is where everyone plays. Not very original, not very fun, but I got so mad getting beat up in France last time that I decided to just go tank meta. I still keep apparently 2,500, mostly French tanks in light tank divisions on the Eastern Front. They have very low reliability, so they're gonna disappear quickly. What else? I guess there's not much interesting here. Maybe that I have almost 5k mountain artillery, because I don't use medium and light. I still apparently have 1.3k light artillery. They are in the garrison regiment and certain odd starter historical unit divisions. Well, I guess this is not super interesting. How have I deployed my army? I have plenty of infantry up here in the north because it's mostly forest, so I don't want to have too many tanks. I have 4 light tank divisions up here. That's my main motorized force, and some very, very bad allied cavalry brigades. So basically, I'll try to grab some territory with this, but then I just slowly march up to Riga and then up to Leningrad. And I'm not going to do an fancy blitzkrieg up here. Then we have a bunch of infantry along the border here. And I noticed in the last update, they removed the city of Brest-Litovsk and made it a clear hex. I think maybe the AI, or it was just too easy to get stuck on this. And Brest-Litovsk, sure, it was a fort. Does it have it? It has a level 1 fort. And they defended against the Germans for like 3 weeks, and they were all killed and was all heroic. But I think the Germans more or less just went around it and surrounded it. So it wasn't a major city fight like Stalingrad or Leningrad. So I guess I agree with it removing Brest-Litovsk as a city. It doesn't deserve that value. Let's go over to terrain map mode, which means instead of having a bunch of a city with a few open tiles around it, we actually have a fairly decent open field here in the center of Belarus. But then you have a lot of forest after that. But I do have a couple of, these are French tanks. No, they're light blue because they have the FT World War One, so they're very slow, speed 5.33, but they're faster than infantry. So that's what I'm keeping there. And I guess a couple of motorized are here as well, smaller SS units. And then Guderian has 19 panzer divisions, and the blue ones are, let's see, can we sort them on type? Oh, here we go. The blue ones have French light tanks, so they're not very strong, but they're fairly fast. And then we have the modern with mech. And some of them, they're still training because I was late at it. And the others, they all have medium tanks in them. So these are my best tank divisions. I haven't deployed self-propelled artillery because I haven't had army experience yet. But I mean, they should be good enough to fight the Russians in 1941. Here's my top tank division. It's got 4 mechanized, 5 medium tanks, and it's got all mech that I can upgrade. I'm gonna add self-propelled AA on it as well. I've been converting my Panzer 1s into whatever it's called. So I need to check that out. I guess we don't need it in 1941 really. And then we have a thin high quality mountain corps here, only 5 divisions. And then I deployed a full infantry army here in the bend down in Romania. And they're gonna head up from here towards Kiev. I usually don't invade from Romania, but I think it's a shorter distance than go from the border up here in Poland. So that's and over in the west we have very little. We just have a couple of Slovak bad divisions in the major ports, or the ones closer to UK, and then we have these garrison regiments, which are basically nothing, 2 artillery, 1. But I haven't seen the AI go into France in 41, 42, or even in 43 yet, so I'm not too worried about the west. Yeah. We managed to encircle 5 divisions in Africa. My Africa Corps has 1 high-quality panzer division with medium tanks, and I'm actually training a second one in Tobruk. It's going to be quite a while because it's only level 8 trained. The reason is because it has a medal, so I converted a medal unit into a panzer division. I can give it either supply reduction or breakthrough bonus. I prefer to try to get the medals on the divisions that are high quality, important, like Panzers and Mountain and whatnot. And considering, okay, the Italians are, they got kicked out of Mersa Mathrut. So I'm gonna try to kill. This would be like the 5th pocket I kill, and with 5 divisions is the biggest. I only kill like 2 or 3 divisions in each pocket. I closed quite a few pockets, larger ones, but I haven't been able to hold them. So I guess the war in Africa, I'm not losing, I'm not getting kicked out. I have upgraded the Sidi Barrani port to level 4. I think I'm going level 5 as well. Uh, and the Italians, they're starving and starving and starving. I wish you could give them a command that says like keep enough forces that they can get supplied. But the Italian stockpiles of equipment are just vanishing because they're starving in such high numbers. But if I do ask them to leave Africa, they'll sail home everything, and I can't hold it. I'm not strong enough here to hold these UK divisions. So I would like to finish up and maybe sit in El Alamein and defend instead of having this spread out movement, because the Italians are bleeding. Their entire air force is getting wiped out. They've been landing in Jerusalem, Palestine, and getting killed there. Of course, they're out fighting the UK Navy. The Italian AS is bad. And I haven't taken Malta, I haven't taken Crete. So what can I say about the African campaign? Air-wise, it's definitely decent. I lost a couple of hundred of German fighters, but I think I can afford it. Land-wise, not. Italy it's going bad for Italy. But just dedicating half a dozen divisions and keeping North Africa is a pretty good effort. Low effort. All right, you want to see my regular infantry divisions? Nothing exciting yet. I put the medium anti-tank in. I got the 4 mountain artillery battalions, and I got the 9 infantry battalions. We have a width of 25. I think they changed so that the medium anti-tank battalion now is 0.5 width. It used to be 1. So when you upgraded from light anti-tank to medium, you went up from 25 to 25.5. So that was really bad. But now you can exchange light to medium anti-tank. And it's got everything. Nothing is motorized except the field hospital detachment that I keep cars on. So these are my frontline defenders. I'm not using level 3 stuff on these guys, but they are using all level 1 and level 2 machine guns and uniforms, etc. So they're not elite per se. I'm not giving them the top tier stuff yet, but I'm not only giving them World War One vintage stuff. I'm sending that to my allies instead. And then my second line port garrison division is this smaller infantry brigade. Infantry. It's not a brigade. It's more of a regiment. And or I could call it Abteilung, or I don't like the word Boardingständige. That's, I think, like a fortification unit in German. But let's call it like a garrison regiment or something. And equipment-wise, yeah, I'm doing the same here. I'm not giving them the good stuff. And also they have their reserves, so they have a little bit less priority than the other ones. Okay, I haven't updated this in a while. If you double, okay, so let's say you're missing something here. You're missing one here, the whatever Yugoslav machine gun here. If you want to, you can use any level 2 machine gun. You just double click and it fills it up. Because I don't want to allow it to use new equipment, because then they will add level 3 stuff. So quite micro-y. And the African infantry divisions, they have 88mm guns, otherwise, and Desert Company. So that's the only difference between the regular infantry divisions. They're a bit better because of the 88s. No other luxury on them than that. So not that, and they have the elite status. Oh, and I think these guys, yeah, for example, these guys, they are allowed to use top tier equipment, right? They suffer more losses because of attrition in Africa, but hey, some light role playing, right? And they're allowed to, if we research something interesting new, we can use them. So that's our army setup. I have 3 marine divisions on Sicily in case I want to take a snag at Malta. It's probably not going to happen. So let me know if you've gotten this far to pre-Barbarossa. What is your plans? I have 500 PP that I will invest in lack of food. Wait, I'm planning on go up on extravagant diet because it will give me division recovery rate, which is nice in Russia. Base stability. I've been waiting for my stability to drop. Surrender limit, I don't care. Um, and I think I will be able to afford this with the food production. I think I have to research a bit of food production as well. But that is my 1941. It costs 420, so not great. And then maybe later on we'll go up to extreme taxes and start war bonds. They all lower stability. But I think food is it's expensive in PP, but it's kind of it's only beneficial advantages from taking it, except that you need to produce more food or import. In this case, I am importing food from my allies. I regard it as a lend-lease. I give them a civilian factory, they give me some food. Do I need it? No, but here, have a civilian factory. All right. Resource-wise, before Barbarossa, I think I'm gonna be in a world of hurt. I'm importing 160 oil from Russia, and there's that event as well with 17 oil or fuel per hour. So how the hell am I gonna survive with this super large tank army? I have 16 fuel refineries, and I'm building 2 more. I don't think that's gonna be enough. I have been giving Russia a lot of civilian factories to build up my stockpiles here. I don't see a way around it. My army consumption is 1.8k per day, and the civilian sector is 2.2. So my army is almost as expensive as the civilian sector. We'll see what happens when I declare war in the next chapter. And rubber is not that much of a I'm importing 8 rubber from Russia, but I have so once my own rubber refinery gets online, I should be somewhat okay. And well, it varies a bit. Sometimes Slovakia gives me trade for rubber, like 9 or so, but it's gone now for some reason. How much am I importing now? 38 from Slovakia, 27 from Romania. Yeah, I am importing from Venezuela, and my convoys are getting sunk, and from Brazil. Other than that, we could get some from Peru. I'll probably set that up now because once I'm gonna lose so much oil production from Russia, or imports rather. I have 112k manpower to take losses. That might best case is gonna last me until Christmas. That's my goal. My invasions plans, I just see what happens. We're just gonna snake our way into Russia. I'm not gonna stay at the border and let them approach me and circle and rinse and repeat where I'm in good supplies. I am going to advance deep into Russia, and I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but I think so. And I have been building up my railroads, so I have level 5 in the south and level 4 in the north, I think. So, well, I will have a level 5 in the south. And then, of course, we were going to upgrade the railroads down towards Rostov, I think, as we go. And that's going to be very expensive production-wise. I'm not going to be able to... So here's the problem. I'm going to have to build a shit ton of railroads. And I'm also going to have to probably build more fuel refineries. So I'm not thrilled. Yeah, it's always a challenge. Barbarossa is a real challenge, but I feel I'm rather well prepared. I have way more tanks this playthrough than I usually have because I usually don't go as meta heavy into tanks. I play more historically, or LARPing. But there we go. Factories. We have 360 military factories and over 900. I'd say that's pretty good for June 41. So this little pep talk, little walkthrough is going to be like a timestamp for myself. If I ever instead of taking, maybe I should take a screenshot of this and save for myself, so I can compare it to the next game I play. Like, how did I do compared to that other one? Anyways, let me know your thoughts about early war. Yeah, I guess this ends the early war, right? 39 to 41. And now starts the middle of the war with Barbarossa and the invasion of Russia, 41, 42, even 43. And I never made it to late war, 44, 45. I never made it to that. I always stopped for one reason or another. Technical difficulties or losing interest, or I never quite won Black Ice. I've been doing... I have a game. I made a game so far into Russia that I said, like, okay, if I keep playing this, I could probably slug my way to a victory eventually, maybe. But then I just felt like, no, I want to do it better the next time. It's a learning process to play this. Losses, I think I'm at 100k losses. Yeah, 106. And the UK has managed to inflict 45k against me down in the desert. But, he's at 850 losses. So I guess that evens out. Because I'll be doing those encirclements. So that's 18 to 1 or something. 16 to 1. 17. So good for me. Alright. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.